All right, I thought I'd do a quick unboxing and review of this VSHOW 150 Super Spot. So you can see this is the box and the brand is right up there, VSHOW. So what I've done so far is just open the top here. So we're gonna go ahead and see what we got inside. All right, looks like that's our manual right there for the light. Let me see. Take this out. A little tricky with one hand. We have the LED 150 watt spot moving head, and there's the unit right there on the front of the manual. I assume this will be where we get all our DMX addresses. And it looks like it. Looks like we have Chinese as well as English in the manual. So we'll be using the English version of this. So that's the first thing we see. Go ahead and take that out of the box. Put it down here. Next, it looks like our standard 3-pin DMX cable right there that's included. Pretty cool. Next, we got our power right there. And look, it's even their PowerCon logoed with VSHOW as well. So perfect. All right. Next, we got our clips for mounting, which this one looks like it has a little wear and tear as if a clamp was already on it. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's see if this one does as well. It does not. So kind of interesting. This one looks like it's already been used. Definitely see it on the back side there. All right. Shouldn't make much of a difference either way. Next, we pull up this, and it looks like this is our light fixture itself right here. I'm gonna pause the video for a sec because I think I'm gonna need both hands to slide this out. It looks like it's fairly well packed in there. So pause, I'll be right back in a second here. Okay, I've got it out of the box now. It looks like just kind of two boxes. I'm gonna take this top layer off. All right, looks like it's pretty securely packaged in there, which is always good. Put that to the side. Looks like there is the unit itself. I'm like already pretty impressed. Seems pretty durable out the gate. There's our power and our daisy chain for power out there, our DMX in and out as well. And looks like that is where we can go ahead and put on our mounting brackets right there. And then there should be two more there. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out and take the top off, or this bag off, and then we'll go from there. So give me one sec. Okay, there we go. Went ahead and pulled it out. I'll take that off. Just like from a first look at this thing, I mean, it's pretty solid build quality, you know? Very durable. I mean, it's plastic, but definitely not cheap plastic. Like I've seen on other fixtures that have come straight from China. And they actually have their branding on the side there. VSHOW LED Spot 150. I showed this bit earlier when it was in the box. That's just the power side. And if we spin this thing around, we see here is the front. Super Spot 150. And it looks pretty nice. I mean, just looking at this, looks like we got a little glue drop out there. I don't think that makes much of a difference for us. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing hooked up, and we'll see what the menu looks like. We'll see what demo mode looks like, and we'll kind of go from there. But overall, I mean, it seems like pretty high quality fixture, and it was shipped pretty fast to me as well. So even better. I'll go ahead and get this all hooked up, and you'll see me in the next shot. We'll be looking at what the fixture looks like in action. And it's pretty big. It's kind of maybe a little hard to tell, but it's a decent sized fixture. You can see it kind of takes up a large portion of this table. So one sec and we'll get everything fire it up in the next shot, and we can kind of play around with some settings. All right, we got our power hooked up here, and I think it's worth pointing out this cable is actually pretty thick. So for the cable they include, it's very serious power cable. All right, we'll go ahead and put that in there. And while this thing warms up, come over here. Looks like we have a little globe. So it's resetting. The fixture itself is booting up. Give it a sec. Okay. So we are booted up. Run mode DMX, 16 channel. We're gonna go ahead and jump through this. And it looks like we have address, run mode, system info, and setup. So we'll go ahead and just jump over. Let's see system info really quick. Version 1, kind of hard to read. DMX address, so not a ton there. We'll go over to setup. Looks like we have some simple settings here: pan, reverse, tilt, reverse, display on and off, screen reverse, channel. This is just me, whether you're doing 16 channel. I'm assuming maybe it has, let's see, 14 channel as well. I'm gonna leave it in 16 channel run mode. Sensitivity, I'm assuming that's for sound active. Motor 0, I'm assuming that's some sort of reset, and then there's a reset there, and there's a factory reset right there. So that's pretty much our advanced settings. We're gonna jump over to, it's hard to get to where I want. Jump over to run mode. And right now it is on DMX. I'm just gonna go ahead and down here and switch it to auto. Wow. So it's kind of moving fast, so I'm gonna do my best here to kind of film it as it goes. And I mean, the spot is very bright. It's a very bright spot. I don't really see any gobos here, but it's pretty quiet. You can hear the fan running. It's not incredibly loud, but the movement seems pretty swift. And so auto mode, I've kind of seen this on other fixtures too, where auto move's a little quick for movements for at least my taste when I'm doing weddings and things like that. Usually more of a slower pan tilt. I will say it's not really strobing. Oh, we do have a gobo now. Well, it's gonna be a little hard to keep on the actual camera here. So what I'll do next is I'm gonna go ahead and set this up with DMX, and then from there we will kind of look at some of the features it has, where we can control it and it's not zooming all over the place. All in all, I mean, it's pretty quiet, pretty fluid. I'm pretty impressed so far. So we'll jump into another clip here in a second. We can kind of see here our display is off now that we haven't messed with it, and then our DMX light is also in the off position. So jump back here, and we're going to switch it to, there's different auto modes. Looks like this is more of a strobe auto mode, but we're gonna go ahead and just switch it to a DMX mode. So we'll set auto back to 1. Looks like we have 4 auto options. We can set that back to 1, and then we're gonna go up to DMX and select that. Looks like we're in DMX mode. Our DMX light comes on. So what we'll do next is set up the computer running DMX, and we'll try to take it for a spin and see the different features we have and what we can program. All right, we have it in freestyler right now. The fixture's next to me. It's in DMX mode. You can't see because the lights are off, but you can see there's quite a few gobo options. There's quite a few different focus options, prism options, prism speed here. So this fixture file is something I put together, but I can definitely share if other people need it. What I can go ahead and do is we can go ahead and turn on or open the light, and we can see it's a very bright, very bright fixture, and it's right there. You know, it has a lot of options in terms of gobos. I'm not going to go through every single one, but we can kind of see how we can project the gobo and get it in focus. It looks pretty good in a couple different color options. You know, we can go through, or we can just kind of cycle through them. But the fixture's pretty smooth, and then I'm just going to put in movement here. So have it kind of cycling that, but you can see it's kind of moving around. And it's a pretty powerful beam, and the movement's pretty fluid and it sounds pretty good. So, and all in all, I'd say this is, you know, a quality fixture for, you know, the price you're paying. Granted, this is only, you know, the only use I've used it so far is within the house, but I'm hoping to gig it really soon, and we'll kind of see, you know, how it does, you know, out and about an actual event. I will say if there's features people want to see, I can definitely show off more features. You know, we can throw the prism on there, a little bit of movement. You know, we can also add another gobo on top of this gobo, which I think is kind of neat. So that's a rotating gobo on top of our gobo here. So there are a lot of cool features you can definitely do with this fixture. So that's what I'll give you guys for now, but I'll definitely keep an eye if people have questions and try to answer those, you know, as they come up. But all in all, I'd say the VSHOW 150 LED spot is a pretty good fixture. I'm a fan so far.